Hey, what are you doing, huh? What are you doing, huh? All right, today in cabin life. Today has been a day of maintenance and just making sure things are going well here. It has been 3 days since we got dropped off by that ski plane, and a lot of work needed to be done. Needed to shovel off areas, we needed to get the solar working properly, which it's still not, a little temperamental. But I got a generator and I'll show that all to you guys. And it's just been cold. Yesterday morning was minus 38. And for those of you that have never experienced like super cold weather, below minus 30, it's a game changer. Once things dip below minus 30, everything breaks. I've already broke a lens. I broke my drone. Everything is just shattering and super fragile. It's just crazy. What do you think of my moose? Oh, look at me. There, that's our pet moose here. Don't worry, I didn't shoot him. It's actually a gift from a First Nations gentleman. I really appreciated that. His name's Jimmy Keeper from Pekanchicum First Nation. What do you think, buddy? Hey? You having fun at the cabin? What do you think? So today was just about maintenance, finally getting stuff done. When it's minus 30, like nothing gets done. The dog is having none of it. It's just been really cold. We've got frost even coming up in the cabin, and it's a fully insulated cabin. It's just when it dips below minus 30, minus 35, things change. But today, minus 23, it's just about, you know, getting wood, hauling water up to the cabin, and just doing those chores around the cabin that we just couldn't do. My solar system basically froze up past 2 days, so today the inverter is finally working, and that's a blessing because you don't want to let your solar batteries freeze. Had that happen before, and it is an expensive proposition when you lose 8 batteries in the middle of the wilderness. Why don't I give you the grand tour, seeing as though it's so warm here. We'll just head on down to the lake. So this is where we're getting our water from. Trail's already packed down, so no big deal there. This is our dock. Can't really see it, but leads out onto the lake. Ugh. Well, that's my water hole. That's my pot that I used to get the water into a big jug. And that's a shovel. It's a good shovel. So the deal here is that when we built the cabin, we intended it for winter purposes. And we do have clients that come in the wintertime. It's fantastic, come from all over the world. But in order to make that happen comfortable, people on a vacation, we had to put a big solar system in. We had to insulate the cabin. We had to do a lot of work that most people wouldn't do in an outpost cabin that's in the middle of nowhere. It was very expensive flying in all those additional materials. There are no roads. Everything comes in by airplane. No snowmobiles. No nothing. So let me show you the solar system. So, solar panels. In the winter it's hard to keep up, especially when it's cloudy and there's just not a lot of sunlight. They've been tilted up to try and get as much sun as possible, but they still have a hard time keeping up That's a big pole mount unit. I poured that concrete that it's sitting in. It really, really sucked. All right, moving on. There's the entrance, but we're not going there. Oh. This is part of a boardwalk, but I wasn't shoveling the entire thing, and so come on back here. Here's our generator. Good old Honda. It's been my best friend here. Always have gas at the ready. Propane silo. So even though we have hot water on demand in the summertime, and that's through propane, obviously water's not going to work here in the winter, so we don't have any running water. Makes doing dishes and cleaning up a little difficult, but where there's a will, there's a way. It always gets done. But we do have a stove and an oven, and that's what these propanes are for. Even at minus 35, minus 40, it keeps up pretty good. And this is the solar system that's been giving me so much heck. Green lights are good though. The deal with our solar right now is that your batteries can freeze, and these solar batteries are very expensive. They're like 500 bucks a piece. We have 8 of them here, very expensive. Plus you got to fly them in. A couple winters ago, I let my batteries drain down too much in the winter because I left the system on. I left one switch on, and eventually it drained the battery enough till the battery froze. Cannot let that happen, and we got folks coming in, so can't let that happen. So I'm here monitoring this all the time. Good news is that when I got here off the plane a couple days ago, batteries weren't frozen, so that's a good start. First thing I did was power up the generator, try and charge up those batteries, but that's not working. For whatever reason, our inverting system isn't charging the batteries. So what we've done is we've powered up the generator. We're running a cord into the cabin. So we got power in the cabin, but it's not a direct wire system. So at night, we're just kind of using whatever lights we have that are plugging into the cord from the generator. Kind of sucks right now, but we're going to solve the problem. Next couple days, it's only going to be like minus 15. It's going to be a lot easier to manage this and figure out what's going on. Eventually we'll get it, and then we got tons of power. One thing I should mention though is that the solar panels are working and they are charging the batteries. So the past couple days when it's been really cold, at least the solar system has been charging itself. We're just making sure not to draw down the batteries at all at night, because about minus 35, you start having issues with your batteries. Tonight's gonna be minus like 21, so we're gonna have power tonight though. All right, moving on. We got 5 canoes up here. Flew all those canoes up, including my personal favorite, that Trillium Solo right there. It's a good canoe. And then of course, right behind me, my favorite place. That is our outhouse. At minus 38, it's not fun. I stare at it from my bedroom window, and I'm just like, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do that, but hey, when nature calls, what are you gonna do? You do that. The bedroom. Look, we even have motion sensor lights. How cool is that? Yeah, so that's most of the outside. Just take you down here by the woodshed now on our trail. Whew. Winds are picking up again. I gotta make sure to deal with that wood. This is our very depleted woodshed. As you can see, there is not much left. There's a motor though. I just took some time and bucked all that wood up. This is our trail down to the lake. Come on, buddy. The dog seems to like the trail. So this is our outdoor cooking area. We cook out here all summer long. Frying up fish, it's better to do it here than inside the cabin making a mess. And yeah. Anyways, moving on. All right, just gonna take a look down our trail here. So we have a massive beach that is right out here on the lake. It's like 600 feet. A beautiful sand beach. There's a little creek that comes in there as well. And it's a nice little trail that we made. Heading out to the beach, you get some privacy, get away from the cabin. Just head down it, see what we can find. What we can find is the dog. He's already having fun way down there. Woo! I'll just take a little break here. So that's the cabin set up on the outside anyways. It's functional. We got a lot of dead dry wood all over our site here. Years and years and years worth of firewood. Probably a lifetime worth of firewood. So most of the jack pines on the site are completely dead from a beetle infestation. And we had a big forest fire across the lake, and it seems like every beetle in existence that was over there jumped ship, came over here, infested our trees. All of our jack pines are dying or dead, and the bark is stripping off. The woodpeckers are getting into them. The good news though is that firewood after a couple years here is bone dry, and that's the firewood that we've been using all the time, and we've got a lifetime supply of firewood. What do you see, buddy? Hey? On a side note, we are the only humans for a long ways. Look at that face. Like, who wouldn't love a face like that? Hey. Hey. Yeah, you like it, don't you?